love Kickstarter. Thank you for viewing my project. My name is Dan Alec. I am a mathematics teacher in Western North Carolina and a electronics and computer enthusiast. Been working with electronics for many years of my life, since I was a child, and I have a project that I'd like to introduce you to. Some of you might be familiar with an Arduino, which is a very small, it's a little microprocessor. It's basically a open source computer, and there's a lot of support and a lot of forums out there, and a lot of colleges and high schools are using these in their classrooms to help teach the fundamentals of electronics and also computer programming. Not to mention there's many applications in the aerospace industry and mechanical engineering, and also many of the inventions that you've seen here on Kickstarter. Well, I did the typical purchase an Arduino or two and bought a kit, bought a book. I have here one of my favorite books by Simon Monk. It's 30 Arduino Projects for Evil Genius, which I thought was a brilliant book. I was inspired in it. One of my favorite projects in here was a binary clock, which you see 3 of them up here in my video that I made. After I purchased the books and the Arduino, went online and purchased many different parts kits, which typically come in a little box. You get lots of parts and Ziploc bags and wires and things to hook together, and breadboards. You can start plugging the parts in, making little projects, which was all entertaining and fun. But the biggest thing I learned is it was very difficult to keep all the parts contained and to read some of the parts and to know how to build my next project. You flip the page, you have to go back online, order another kit, order more parts so you can start building. So, what I came up with is this. By the way, I have to issue a warning here. Do not try to take this onto an airplane. They won't understand. What I've produced and put together over the past year, a couple different prototypes, is what I'm calling the DuinoKit. What it is, it's an Arduino-based kit containing many of the parts and components necessary for virtually an unlimited amount of projects and learning and fun. This is prototype 2 of the kit. I've had my designers that I've been working with. The 3rd edition, which will be the Kickstarter release, will be slightly smaller. I'm trying to get it closer to the size of a laptop computer and condense the footprint a little bit, and also get some more useful parts on there that will help you build many, many projects. The idea behind it is very simple. All the parts are soldered into the board. There's no soldering, there's no components to deal with. To make your connections, you simply plug in a wire from one part to another, and you'll have your project starting underway. It's very simple, just pull the wires out. There's no soldering involved. There's no extra tools you need to build anything. Part of my kit will include a website, which is going to offer some online tutorials and video demonstrations. It's always easy to learn from a book, but it's a lot more fun to learn from a video where you can watch somebody doing it and talking you through the process. So I'll be accompanying this with a website that will have online tutorials to walk you through step-by-step many sample projects, and also a community where you can upload your project, upload your video, code if you want to share that on how you made certain projects and different tweaks that you may have done. To see more actual description of the components and the interaction of how these parts will work with your processor, please scroll down. We'll have a couple of examples of projects and a short little video description and parts description coming up as well, so you can get a little bit more detail on the kit. The idea of this kit is to make building with electronics fun and exciting. It doesn't have to be laborious. You don't have to sit there with a soldering iron and magnifying glasses or microscopes to read the parts. Simply wire them up and get the projects that you want. I want to make this kit as easy as possible for a user to interface with different inputs, different readings, whether it's an accelerometer or a temperature sensor or a time clock, and get data from it, and also be able to use that data and manipulate it through coding to get some other action to happen. You also find on this kit an onboard battery, so you can take it and go portable. The Arduino board is typically powered off of a laptop computer, but with this you can power it off of a battery as well, and you can take your invention. Hopefully after using this kit for a short time, you become more familiar with electronics, microprocessors, and programming, where you'll be able to take this project that you made on your kit, pull it off with the necessary components, solder it up into your own little prototype or device or robot or whatever it is that you're trying to do. Along with this kit, you're also going to get my patent pending design for a binary clock, which will include the infrared decoder and alarms and all of the bells and whistles that I put onto the clock. So please check out my other Kickstarter project to see how that project works, and that will be included as part of this overall kit. The kit itself includes a book for building. It might include the second edition of this book, which I'm currently modifying the kit to accommodate more of these projects. So you'll get a book for instruction. You get a hard carrying case. My kids are fond of the aluminum carrying case, as seen in all the top secret spy movies. So you get a case, you get the kit, you get the book, all the necessary jumper wires, and you'll also have unlimited access to the support website for tutorials, for posting your own comments, questions, and getting help from the community as well. Arduino is very simple, easy to use. There's an incredible amount of information that's out there. It's open source, so there's a lot of people sharing ideas and projects on it. You just have to Google Arduino projects and start reading page after page after page. What I want to do is help you create some of those projects, show you some instructional information and useful ways to use it to all work together to get the projects that you want and the gizmos and gadgets that you want to invent. So look at the different support levels. I have a few different things that you can help us out with to build these, and hopefully we can get a kit in various schools, clubs, and in the hands of the individuals, whether they're young learners or adults. I think this would be a great kit to learn hands-on microcomputers, hands-on electronics, and also programming to get them all work together. So thank you for your support, and I appreciate you watching my video. Any comments or questions, please click the link over on the right, and I'll be happy to respond to you.